All right, still with me to discuss what we've been watching together. Trial attorney Gabriel Sepulveda Sanchez and criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor David Bruno. David, let's start with you. So this was an important way to end, I think, the direct examination of one of the lead detectives by playing an audio where the victim's voice is heard for this jury.
Yeah, I mean, it's powerful. She seems very meek. She seems sympathetic, right? You don't often hear the voice of the decedents or victims in these cases. But I'll tell you what, it's a little bit chilling, too. Hearing the defendant in the background, and it wasn't really a lot of animosity there. I mean, I don't know what that really does for the state. I mean, it just shows that they were getting along, at least at that point. It wasn't really egregious or a fight or animosity. So that's my take off of that. This is a circumstantial case. You got to bring it here, and you got to show that this is the guy. And that didn't do it for me, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm with you there, David, as I was listening to this. And again, it's a conversation with her aunt, Lynette, who was in California. The defense is going to have a time with this, Gabriel, because, again, remember, the defense here is she ran away. She left this note that, no question, is in her handwriting, where she says, I'm going to California to see this aunt, live with her. I took $300. And now hearing this phone call with the aunt and how well they got along, and it ended with the aunt saying, I'm here. If you need me, come out to see me. I can see this cross-examination to go on to support the defense here.
Yeah, if I'm the defense attorney, I'm not worried about this at all. I mean, and also, you hear her talk about her relationship with a 19-year-old boy and 17-year-old, while she's 17 at the time, I think. So it's like, there's some reason that there is some abnormal behavior by the father. I think any father would be upset if their daughter, a minor, is seeing someone that's an adult that's 19 years old. So any sort of abnormal behavior by the father can be explained through that. I think most fathers would be upset or be very suspicious about what's going on in their daughter's life once they have knowledge of that, the relationship she had. So I think the defense has a lot to go off of with this audio. Nothing really damaging, I think, to the defendant. I think it's a very circumstantial case. I don't see enough right now. I think they really got to bring it home. And this audio, it wasn't that impactful. In my opinion, I don't think the defense is gonna too concerned about it.
Yeah, I'm with you, Gabriel. I think it was maybe more for the point to bring Alissa a little bit more alive in the courtroom for the jurors to hear her voice, and maybe that's the point. But you make a great point here, real quick, David. Has the state met its burden? We really don't have a smoking gun in this case.
No, not at all. They're going to argue, why isn't there surveillance video on the date in question? I think that's critical, as I said, in Block A. Also, let's hear this audio that we just reported prior to the last two blocks. I think if that could give them the motive, and again, they need to show some reason, why is a dad killing the daughter? We saw it in the Murdoch case. We talked a lot about motive. We consistently talk about motive here. And when juries get into the deliberations, they're expecting some sort of explanation as to why. And that recording may get it, but the circumstantial evidence is weak as far as I see it. Prosecutors got to really bring it home at the end of the state's case and crush it during the closing arguments, in my opinion.
I'm with you there, David. Thank you for your time, as well as Gabriel for your insights and for being with us this hour. Coming up next.